Hey guys, what's going on? It's May 30th, about 10:15 a.m., 81 degrees outside, and it's actually not bad. I guess it's been hotter, So I wanted to talk to you guys about scaling and managing risk because I know a lot of people have trouble with that. A lot of people don't understand investing in general, and I've talked about if you watch my intro to crypto investing, or if you watched my Bitcoin intro to Bitcoin or digital currencies, I explained a couple of these things, and I just wanted to go over them quickly. And I want to say thank you to Manny and to Alan for your questions, and hopefully, I was able to answer a couple of those with you guys. And let's see. I think, Alan, I might have saved you if you looked about $10 or so. Ethereum had dipped to 196, and maybe if you bought in, you could have saved that much. But anyway, so what I was saying about scaling is that when you go into any investment, I've talked about the fact that I'm in gold and silver and real estate, and that I don't just have my investments in cryptocurrencies. Well, I don't also just buy at any given time. I don't buy just because the market's good, or just because there's something looks like I'm going to miss out because like FOMO, fear of missing out. A lot of times people buy at those points, and then it hurts them in the long run. And I want to encourage you guys to have a plan, to have a goals and guidelines, because when you have a structure, it helps you to understand in between those goals and in between those points when you want to bend the rules a little bit, which makes more sense than just going out and buying or selling at any given time. Because without a structure, you don't have those goals that help you to understand why you bought things and when you bought them. And so I want to encourage you guys to set those things up in the first place. So I buy in every month, and I will sometimes buy in multiple times a month, instead of buying, let's say $100 at one time. I might split that up and say buy $30 and then $30 and $30. And by doing that at different times, even within the same day, you're cost averaging. Okay, so Alan was asking about, should I buy Ethereum? And absolutely, the answer to that is yes, absolutely yes. If you're asking about Bitcoin or Ethereum, the answer is absolutely yes. And my second, answer to that is watch the price, look for a good time to buy. And then the third answer to that is cost average, or scale your buy in. And the same when you're looking to sell, scale your exit, or scale your selling. Okay, so basically, like I said, it dipped like by $10. Alan maybe saved you there a little bit. If you're going to buy a few, if you're going to buy like three Ethereum, it'll save you $30. But if the same thing, you can watch the dips, buy in a little bit on the dips, and then throughout the day determine. So if I buy it once at the beginning of the month, and then like I said, Ethereum, if that's what I was going to buy next, and I saw it dipped, I could buy 30% of that on that first dip, and then watch again, and then see if it dips again by 30%. And then let's say it spikes all the way, it spikes $10 up, and then I buy on that last one. Well, I'm still averaging below because I bought on the dips instead of buying all at once, and likely I will have cost average and still be less than if I'd put all my money in immediately. Like when he was asking, should I buy now? My answer is watch the price, and that way you kind of manage your risk. You also end up, when you have points of entry, and this is about when I'm about to buy, you look at the few days before and a few days after and say, this is generally when I'm going to buy. So it's okay to, like I said, to bend a rule a little bit versus just not having a rule, and then not remembering why you bought at the time you bought, or even doing any technical or fundamental analysis of what you are buying. And for a lot of people, Coinbase is all that they have. So, buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin are safe bets. Litecoin is a long-term investment. It's not going to be a flashy one. It's a kind of a slow earner. Ethereum is, I think, the highest as far as upwards potential in the short term. And so that's going to be the bigger performer. And Bitcoin is as well a good performer, but I think the upside to it is not as fast compared to Ethereum. With where Ethereum is right now, all three are great investments. My recommendations between Bitcoin and Ethereum. I told you I'm a Bitcoin maximalist. So when you're looking to buy in, look at your scaling, and if you're looking to cash out, scale your exit, because you see a peak and you just say, man, this is the highest I've ever seen it. Maybe I should sell. Okay, maybe don't sell 100%. Maybe sell 20, 30%, maybe even 10%. And then that day, the peak, you sold 10%, and what if it goes up tomorrow? Well, then, the next day you sell 10, 20, 30%, and boom, and then maybe it goes up again the day after, and it's okay, well, I'm going to sell 10, 20, 30%. And then that way, you're not catching yourself on, missing out some of those gains. And also you're not just maybe, even if you're on your down way, it's still keeping you. Then maybe if it's going down and you realize, what, maybe I should hang on a little bit longer. You didn't sell out your whole position, and then miss a high later than that. So just consider scaling with whatever you're doing. I was going to show real quickly, if you guys were listening to the what do you call consensus from New York on Ethereum. This was a pretty cool. Manny posted this article. I'm going to flip this camera around. Let's see if you can see this here. You see that? I don't know where it's showing on the screen. There we go. Toyota prototypes Ethereum blockchain-based car-sharing Uber alternative. Toyota is a big name that's endorsing Ethereum right now, which is really cool news. As well, Samsung is endorsing it. So that's good news overall for Ethereum. And, they continue to draw big names and big players in the industry. So, keep watching them and keep looking for the news, because those points of news a lot of time spur on, points of growth and good times to have bought in before. As well, there's some conferences and negotiations that are coming on in June. And just look at the information on updates to the blockchain, or like I said, conferences like this. Consensus was a huge one, and you guys saw the spike during the consensus. So keep your research going, keep your info consuming up high, and watch the markets and share what you learn with us. Thank you, Manny, for posting that article. I was going to mention it yesterday. I forgot about it. Thank you for you brought it up this morning, and I remembered. And the other thing about Ripple, it's made some good moves in the short term from the bottom. And actually, let me see if I can bring it up real quick, and I'm going to show you guys really quickly. Here's Coinbase and there's Poloniex. Show you, man. There's some ugly ugly candles here, but there's also some. Let me see if I can get this on the screen where you guys can see it. Okay, so here you see these. That's an ugly hammer right there. On a negative candle. This one was green earlier, but let me just show you. This is the 2-day. Here's the 4-day. So if you look here, I don't know if you're going to see this. I just got this line here. You can see that overall, it's not too bad. It's kind of going up on this trend. Overall, this is the 4-day. Let me go to a week, and you can see here that dip there. It's still kind of following this upward trend. I told Manny, it may try and test down here this low at the like, what do you call 11? No, it's about 12 cents or so, and we'll see what it does from that point. But actually, if it does try and test it over here again on that low, you see this volume here. We'll see what it does to that price as it's going. Here's a 2-day, and there you go. It's currently at 21 cents. I don't know if you can see that. But we'll see what it goes from here. I'll keep updating you guys and let you know what I'm thinking and where it's going. But overall, watch the market, see where you're at. And Manny, like I said, I'll try and let you know what's going on, what I see happening. And I know Josh will be updating and talking about Ripple as well. So you guys let me know what your questions are, and I'd like to help you out as much as I can. You can email me at myquicktip@gmail.com. You can go to howtobuycrypto.com on YouTube, or directly to the website and check that out. I'm still building out the website, so there's not a whole lot there, but you can go, get started by going to Coinbase through the link there, and join the group. If you know anybody that is interested in about this stuff, you can tell them to like this public page. You can tell them to join the My Quick Tip Investing group. and I'm going to start doing some giveaways, trying to attract more people. We need more brains and more manpower looking at this data and researching. So I'm going to start doing some probably give away some Ethereum, give away some maybe some Bitcoin, and you know, hopefully get a few more brains in here on the processing power, and you know, try and keep us updated. So God bless you guys. We'll talk to you later.